What's up, y'all? This is a video about why I don't miss the past. The reason why I don't like miss the past is because, you know, I get that people complain about what's bad now and all that. You know, yeah, I know people like to complain about how things are now and how they took a turn. But let me tell you why I also don't miss the past because, the only thing I like about the past is the music. But let me get on topic, and then I'll talk about that. I don't really miss the past because that's when like shit occurred and happened and what I went through, and that's when I didn't have shit, and that's when I was like in school, and that's when all those reinforcement happens, especially between me and people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of do have a contributing factor to things happen, but I was just a kid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I did have some moments there and there. You know what I'm saying, where I went out, but that barely happened. I definitely don't miss the past. You know what I'm saying? There are some moments where I reminisce about that was good, but I definitely don't want to go back to the past. You know? Fuck no. Like, I'm content. I mean, I know right now things are not the best because, the inflation, especially how, like, modern women are. I get that. But I definitely don't want to go back. That's when I went through, like, the bullshit with people and just me just not having shit. Us getting, like, evicted and going to place and all that shit. Just seeing people true colors. Like, throughout the years, I've been seeing people's true colors. So that's why I'm not surprised how people are acting, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit, I'm just numb to it because, what I've seen, But I did learn my lessons from the past, and when I look back, I definitely don't want to go back. Imagine me being in this situation back then, bro. That would have been crazy. Like, just the mindset. But, it was kind of worse back then because, I didn't, like, have shit and I was a child. And imagine you go to school and you don't have the best things and people, like, looking at you less than. Even the people who live in that type of environment or whatever, or they don't have stuff as well, they're going to look down on you, too. Because, you know what I'm saying? And then treat you a certain way. I'm not saying I'm bitter about it. I learned my lessons, but why the fuck would I want to turn back to just deal with those experiences again? Like, fuck that. That's just weird. That's like going to jail and bailing out. You did the crime, and then, you got to take accountability for what you done, right? Do your time, and then why do you want to do that just to go back? That's the same thing. Why would I want to beat a game, and then go back to replay it again? Especially if the game was difficult. I definitely don't want to go back to the past because, I ain't have a lot of shit, and going to school and dealing with people. You know how kids are disrespectful. Like, I let a lot of shit slide back then. It was bad, man. I don't really talk about it because, I just moved past that shit. I don't even want to think about that shit because that shit be making me want to just, like, man, just want to turn back time and just do something to those people. Like, say something. But, I'm grown now, but at least when I'm grown now, I get to make my own decisions. Nobody could tell me what the fuck to do, like that. I don't gotta worry. But the thing that sucks now is I'm living with people, so it's like you kind of have to, like, follow people's rules because you don't live. It's not your fucking house. But I kind of make that. But I'm grown, so I can make decisions whether I want to leave or not. But when you're a kid, you're kind of limited because you can't do shit, especially when your family or people around you don't have money or they're just selfish as fuck. It's not that some of the people who don't have money, there's that one person in our family tree that has the money or has the connections, but they're just too stingy and you know what I'm saying? And they won't give a shit. And plus, probably, like, one of them is probably holding grudges because, so and so did that or blah blah blah, so they're not just gonna do that, which is gonna fuck up for the whole family tree. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I definitely don't miss it. The past. The thing I like about the past is the music. The music was good. Everything was a lot more like simple, and minimal, like just compared to now. It looks like that because of the advancement of things, but everything always requires like technology and processes, and that's just how it works. But they say you don't know what you have until it's gone. That's so true. That's how it's true for people saying that they miss the past and the music. I mean, I kind of do miss the past, but it's like when I was there in the moment, it just sucked. I didn't have a device. I didn't really have much friends. You know, partners, all that fucking shit. I mean, I did have people that I would talk to and friends, but they would move away, they would dip. You know what I'm saying? They would just turn on me or whatever, just weird shit. You know, or they'll just say something to me, or just weird shit would just happen, or that would just separate people. I just never really been like a people's person like that. You know, I mean, I had friends I went to their house and they went to mine, but that shit would never last. It would just always just fade away for me. I guess I didn't allow myself to get too close to people, but even when I kind of did or was about to, it just still went left anyway. People showed their hand, so I didn't care though. But I definitely don't miss the past, man. Imagine getting evicted, you gotta wait and shit for a fucking house. Wait in the fucking middle of the night till you get approved and shit so you could live and all that dumb shit. Going to hotel and motel and shit. Family and people talking shit about you and what you're wearing or blah. Like, why the fuck would I want to go back to? I mean, I have people or whatever still talking they junk, but I don't give a fuck because I'm grown. If they want to say it to me, then they could find my number and say it to me. I don't know why they still doing it, but I'm just saying, like, I do not want to go back to the past. Fuck no. I mean, it was a lot more like simple. I would say that the music was kind of good, because it's just the advancement of things. Things just get better and they change over time, you know. So I definitely don't want to go back to that shit. That's like you beating the hard game and going back to repeat it. Why the fuck would you want to do that? From all the trials and tribulations you went through and all the bullshit, the hellscape. Why would you want to go back to that shit? I'm dealing with bullshit now, but I just the way I look at it, and I'm grown and I'm more mature about it. So, I'm able to look at it at a stance and not care like that. But people still living from the old template, especially with their minds. They're not like evolved, so they don't just wake up to see the big eye view of things. So they're still gonna leave that projection onto you, and they're still gonna project that bullshit. They're still gonna look at you as that weird kid or that person that they saw you at school, that oddball. You know. So that's just what people are. I definitely don't want to go back to that. It's me not having shit and going to school every day and not having all the best clothes and all that dumb shit. Being hungry as fuck and, Back then, like, I'm not saying I was just a helpless kid. I mean, I did steal some things and done that. But that was years ago. Like, when you're a kid, I feel like I could have, like, done other shit to get myself out. But I was like, I didn't want to pay the consequences of that shit. So I just wrote it out. And just wear bummy ass clothes and just almost let myself go. But now I can make the choice, if I want to change my life. So I don't want to go back to the fucking past. Fuck no. I mean, I go back to it like the music. The music was kind of good compared to the music now. It's like a lot of different shit now. Everybody's kind of the same. Now like with musically. It's lacking that substance. I'll say that. It don't got that nostalgic feeling. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you feel like home. You know. So yeah, man. I definitely don't want to go back to the past, man. So, anyways, I'm out, and y'all take care. Peace. We out.